It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started, and we're underway from Seattle. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Getting the nod to lead the offense, fifth-year pro out of Iowa State. What a career he's putting together so far. It's Brock Purdy.
If this game were played on paper and paper alone, it would not be much of a matchup. Looking at a top 10 offense versus the very worst defense in the league. But it will really be the urgency of this quarterback. You can never let down in the NFL. And he knows there's opportunity to be had if they execute.
Off the play fake, Purdy. And a good defensive play to knock that one out. So we've got second down.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is it going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
That's complete, Mike Evans. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
First and goal, San Francisco.
Play action now. Purdy. Some heat on that throw, and it's caught. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Loss of 6 brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Here he goes, third and long. And that's exactly what they needed to begin this game. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian Kirk, his third of the year. Well, we knew coming into this one, this offense was going to have the advantage on paper, Brock. And they are executing early, slicing through one of the league's worst defenses on that first possession.
The numbers on paper, they're just that. They're on paper. But they do at times help give you some confidence going into a matchup like this. And, well, this offense, they made that defense look like they've looked all year.
To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He stopped on the run back to the 27. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. Bringing him out, a 9th-year pro who helped lead his team to the promised land last season. Here's Sam Darnold.
Within the overall story of this game, Kate, this right here is your main battle. Him leading one of the league's best offenses, facing one of the best defenses. Nearly they're equal statistically. As a QB, this is where you know the separation, it's got to be in your preparation.
Throwing on second, Darnold. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that's going to be a Seahawks first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They pitch it to him. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture. And one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. Yeah. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
And you can't find the connection on second down. That incompletion means it is third down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
It is almost picked off. He had the interception, but he couldn't hang on. It will, though, still bring up fourth down. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. San Francisco headed out for a second possession of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Like turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur and might even hear a few boo birds.
First down, San Francisco.
Play action now with Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock, at second down. Well, that right there is more of what we expect from him, right, Brock? Didn't get to see that much a week ago. Really held in check by great defensive efforts.
But what was great to see in that is he was kept quiet. Everybody else made plenty of noise to ensure they could get the win. Now, a week later, I know these receivers are the good ones. They want their touches.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. Got a man. This is Evans. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 19 on that pickup. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco. A quarter down. 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He dodged the tackle. These tackles after a gain of about 13. And that's going to be good for a 49ers first down.
Yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Here's Purdy to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. There he goes, right sideline. And they're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that ties things at 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. And he's going to be brought down back to the 13-yard line. Byron Murphy. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. It's a gain of 6, and now they face a daunting 3rd and 14.
And it's 3rd down.
Drop play. This is McCaffrey. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long. So a punt coming up on 4th down. It's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. Collects this at the 32. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So Seattle retakes the field for their 2nd series. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. He can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. 2nd time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's 2nd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
There's the hit, finally putting an end to that one. Out of bounds after a gain of about 26. And that's good for a Seattle first down. We've set it downs from 37.
First and 10.
Here's Darnold.
37-yard line.
And this one is launched downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And with a man all over him, he just can't bring it in clean. It's an incomplete pass, and that brings up third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They'll air it out on third. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's
Not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up.
22-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Cut near the goal line. And there it is. Touchdown Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba, his 7th of the season. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. He's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
14. First down, San Francisco.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Tried by Mike Evans with that throw. So second down coming up.
Joe on the coverage.
Running back sent in motion left. On second down, Purdy. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. First and 10 for Purdy. He's up over 150 yards passing thanks to that previous completion. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock at second down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
It's all down after just a couple of yards, but enough. Importantly enough, they get that first down. Get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. Now it's Purdy. Hits his target in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Mike Evans, his 6th receiving touchdown of the year. Point after try is good by Pinheiro. And we're back square. 14 apiece here. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
The Seahawks take over.
The Seahawks offense to the field for the final drive of this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Now Darnold. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. He's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. To throw, here's Darnold. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half. Second and 3 now. Throwing here, Darnold. Horton down the field, and he's got it. All the way, touchdown Seattle! Myers to add the PAT.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Sent right down the middle and good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
49ers 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. He's got the squiver. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we have a 1-score game here, and with no halftime report this week, it seems we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Seahawks take over.
The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the third quarter. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Here's Price on the give. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Diving right side. Got it! How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
Shotgun give to Price. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send it right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He finds Smith and Jigba right side. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. He's 2nd in this game, matching his total from last week.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Myers is good on the extra points. They bump their lead up to 14.
Seahawks 28, 49ers 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. A pitch to McCaffrey. Jukes away from one. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. It will be first down, 49ers.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Man in motion, headed right. Purdy on the play action. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. This is brought in at the 50. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet. They just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action, the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Shaheed now to return. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory. San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. Purdy to throw it. Now here he goes. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, third and long. And he's going to be brought down back at the 34-yard line. And that forces fourth down and 16. Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. It's picked up inside, off to the races, middle of the field, into the red zone. And they scoop up the block and don't stop until they reach pay dirt. Well, shout out to the special teamers, Brock. They got somebody in free to block that kick, and things just got better from there as he took it all the way back.
These special teams coaches, they live in dark places, man, and they look for any vulnerability they can. A lot of times, they're a step slow, just a millisecond away. Not that time. It pays off in the biggest of ways.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing to return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. Running back motions right. Purdy throwing here. Taken in by Kirk right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Purdy has it knocked out. And the Seahawks have it. There he goes on the right side. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers to add the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And the lead now 21.
42. 49ers 21.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Returning it from the 4. We dodged the tackle. The return comes to an end, and now let's hear what this flag is all about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
He didn't have a grip on the face mask long, Brock, but it was enough to draw the flag and move the offense forward. The face mask penalty has him much further up now to begin this drive. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Purdy setting up that play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on second. And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our third quarter. It's 49ers football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game they'd like to forget. All right, we're back, Brock, and it is second down as we kick off our final quarter. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. Now that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. Third and short. Here's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
49ers first down.
Purdy looking to throw. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he's going to head out after a gain of 7. Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Here's Purdy to throw. Finding McCaffrey with the dump off. And forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, San Francisco.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
On second down, here's Purdy. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
It's just kind of the type of play. Why you name a position like this tight end? Because it's going to be tight throws into contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
And he gets home. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown,
Christian Kirk. His 6th of the year, 2nd in this game. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
What point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
He loses the football. And he falls on it. So they're going to keep possession and a chance to add to their lead. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. 1 mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They give up the guts. It's Price. Great decision to bounce this outside. Brock gets him about 8 yards on the run. It's 2nd down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Now an inside give to Price. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make a 1st and goal from the 8. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. This is Price. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker,
yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks on their way to their 3rd win of the year. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Play fake, Darnold. And he will finish this in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashid Shaheed, the 2nd score that he has brought in this season. One after from Myers, he is up and good. And lead now 21.
The score, Seahawks 49, 49ers 28. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The 49ers, then receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Now Purdy to the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Purdy throwing here on 2nd. Forced out to his right. And he's not going to get away from this. They're all over him. They drop him at the 33. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
3rd and 7.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Completes it downfield to Kirk. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
First down, 49ers.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Julian Neal on the coverage.
Now it's Purdy. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
back to throw. Here's Purdy. Got his man. Watkins has it. And the Seahawks pick it up. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return.
There's a quarterback here really trying his best.
So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth. And they want to take one more look. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
One final shot here. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots in the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So it's a win for the Seahawks. Man, they were facing a top 5
you.